Hi, I'm David.
And I'm Alexa, and together we are Folk on the Move. We are a couple who travel full-time in our self-converted Ford Transit van that you see behind us. Normally the goal with our channel is to show you our tiny nomadic lifestyle as we seek simplicity and adventure, but this is a slight detour because we really wanted to share our build series and how we turned our empty cargo van into a tiny home on wheels.
Although we're not technically professional builders, we managed to convert this van using minimal materials and resources, and we're so proud of how it turned out.
Yeah.
We cannot wait to show you how we did it. So our goal with this series of van build videos is to be a resource if you're looking to convert your own van, or just entertaining if you're curious how we did it.
Everything that we used is linked below, as well as a link to our blog, folkonthemove.com. We're going to have a write-up of all of these steps, so you can check that out too.
Let's do it.
This video details how we installed a MaxxAir fan on the roof of our Ford Transit van. We chose this fan in particular because it has a rain cover that can be opened and closed while driving, and it has the ability to blow air in and out.
Okay, I'm going to show you the first step. Come on in. So for our fan placement, we decided to go within this first set of ribs before the curve of the van roof begins. We're going to have our kitchen right here, so having the fan here is going to be a great spot for circulating as we're cooking, pulling out those nasty fumes and those delicious smells. This tape is not accurate. We threw it up there just to kind of get a reference for a spot. This is a 14 by 14 piece of cardboard, which is the size of the hole we need to cut. So the first step is going to be lining this up where we want it. We'll come a little closer to see. Roughly there. So we'll do some measurements, make sure that is where we want it. We're going to go as far back as possible. Then with a Sharpie, do an outline, and then we'll make our first cut.
Is it okay if it's a little bigger? One spot.
So look at this nice sexy tracing we did here. Next step is to put 4 holes in the 4 corners. So when we go on the roof, we know where to start our trace for the outline. Here we go. Onto the roof. Here we go. Putting a starter hole in, then we'll finish it with the jigsaw.
No rush.
Let's put some tape on to protect the paint that we're not cutting, even though realistically the scratches are going to be covered up by the mount for the fan.
So it was rattling a lot when David was cutting through the roof, so we just added some tape to try to keep it steady so it's not banging around so much. Use a metal file to smooth the perimeter of the opening. Be sure to vacuum up all of the metal shavings from the cut and the file. These metal shavings could lead to rust if left on the van. David just gave the top a really good Windex wipe down to make sure it's nice and clean before we put on this Power Bond one-step primer. So we're just going to use this with this little
Dauber
thing around the perimeter to prevent rust. And I do recommend you find some cool shades like this so you don't get a little flecks in your eye, because that would not be fun.
After priming the cut, we used 2 layers of butyl tape all around the perimeter. The butyl tape acts as an adhesive and a sealant so that water does not get under the rim of the fan. Because the roof of the van is not level, we stacked 2 layers of butyl tape on the outer edges of the fan in the grooves of the van roof. This leveled out the surface of the roof for the van to rest on.
Woo! Nice.
Pretty.
To give the fan mount extra support, we screwed the mount into a layer of wood along the perimeter. This step probably wasn't necessary, but we preferred to be safe than sorry, just in case the thin metal of the van roof wasn't enough to hold it in place.
It's time. Here she comes.
Woo!
Well, she fits.
Woohoo!
Okay,
She's pretty.
last bit, 4 screws, 4 corners, or 4, 2 on each side. Then we're gonna take some lap sealant and finish her off.
Cool.
What a day. Now we're gonna go around with a layer of lap sealant. We're gonna cover all the screw heads. We're gonna go all the way around the rim. First thing is we're gonna trim the putty. We're not gonna use this knife because we're not gonna use a metal knife. We're gonna find like a thin piece of wood or something. I'll show you what we use. And trim the extra butyl tape off. Then we'll go with the lap sealant and finish it. Something to run on the wood, so get started. So we're gonna go around the edge of our frame, and we're gonna go over all the tops of the screws as a final step for sealing everything. This product we'll have in the link below. It says lap sealant, non-leveling, non-sag. It's a die-core product, so you can find it at the link below. We're gonna get started.
The final step after using the die-core lap sealant is to screw the fan in place, wire it, and turn it on.
That's it. Thank you for watching. We really hope this video helps. And remember, all the materials and resources we mentioned are linked below, so check them out.
If you liked this video, please consider hitting that like button, as well as subscribing to our channel.
Oh yeah.
We're going to continue sharing our tiny nomadic lifestyle on here, and we would love to have you along for the ride.
See you soon.